Welcome back, everyone. We are going in as the barbarian profession and we are doing the shallow map. So I guess with the barbarian profession, we only have access to pickaxes, and I guess they do an area of effect damage. So I think that will help us a bit. Our employees, we have these strong barbarians that do AoE, but nothing really that great. So let's just go ahead and get started. So our main goal with day one is to not get caught or stuck. I have played some games of this and I've found that I have a problem not mining everything. So when I see the coal that's right at the entrance, I just can't help myself and I just go and mine it, and even if I can't jump out. So you can say I have a problem. So I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome back to another episode of me playing Coal LLC. I hope this finds you and your family well. And I'm just glad to have you guys here with us. So we're doing this little challenge, playing the shallow map, which is quite interesting. I don't know how that's gonna go. Seems like the clay, found out this is clay, not just the brown layer. Seems like it's very shallow. I was gonna say check it in, but I can go deposit. So I don't know how this is gonna go. I feel like I need to upgrade my pickaxe to get into the other layers as soon as possible. But I feel like that's just the goal regardless. 786, not my best work for the first day, but it's not that bad all things considered. Can I afford another? Okay, how much? This sells for 20 gold. Man, shoddy pickaxe is not good. So this does 30 damage, where we'll go with the sapphire pickaxe for 670. I think right off from the bat, that'll help us out a lot. I'm just going to get 10 platforms just in case. And I think that'll be it. Yeah, I can't afford any more time, so let's go. So I'm going to go to the left this time. I think I can make that jump. Yeah, I can make that jump. So I can mine the entire clay layer pretty much. And this is going a lot faster than the previous round. So much better. I'll zoom it in a little bit. Can do that while we're pretty early on in this game. I like zooming out because I can see a lot more, but then you can't see my character, so it's a win-win. I'm going with the crown because I've unlocked it and I feel like I deserve it. Man, it's already almost time. Collect some of that on the way out. And just kind of do some double time here. Go, go, Power Rangers. All the snow is starting to melt, so I'm pretty excited. It's just been like in the 30s, which isn't that warm. But it's given me some hints of springtime, and it's been so glorious. I just so look forward to spring. Maybe I can get 6. Yeah. Oh, there were 3 each, so that was worth it. 1200. We can afford the other sapphire, or the emerald pickaxe, I mean. Nice. And I'm going to get... Is it even worth getting an infinity ladder? Because the layers are so short. I'll go for 15 because I can't just do 13. Oh, 16's good. Good even number. And I can do more time. I almost made a grave mistake right there. Add more time. So let's get going. I always find these earlier days a bit more satisfying than the later days, just because you're just starting to get your work to pay off and every second counts. So it just really matters what you do early on. And if, like, on day one, if you get a good 800 to 900 gold day, like, you know you did something right to make that happen. Okay, there's some of that. Gonna... yeah, screw that up. Thinking I can do a pro move, but instead failed miserably. Oh yeah, okay. So last map with the wizard, I was having a lot of fun with it. I was thinking I was enjoying the sky map quite a bit, but I don't know what happened at the end there. I don't know if I just lost track of my employees, and if in the sky map they don't work as efficiently as like these layers where they just go straight down. But I just can't believe we lost, and I just absolutely brain farted when I realized I was gonna lose, and didn't help but we'll go with we'll do minor damage. Couldn't help but just sit there and watch the timer go down, as I knew I wasn't gonna make the coal quota. I could have pressed start, I could have reset the day, but I just absolutely lost my mind. I don't know what happened. Maybe it was because I was mining blocks that were floating in mid-air. Who knows? Maybe that was it. Or maybe it was already a problem that the blocks were floating mid-air. I don't know. I don't know. We're just going to collect this copper. How well can I mine these layers? That's not bad. I wonder if I can get these emeralds. Can you allow me to get those, please? Yeah, we got them. We got them, boys. I think I need... oh, I need sapphire first for Tabitha. That old girl. Is there... yeah, there's some right here. I can try for them. Although, how many is that going to drop? That's enough. But can I get to her in time? Come on, Tabitha. You know you want it? Yep. Okay. That wasn't too bad of a day. 2,500. I feel like that's pretty decent. Can't complain about that. 500, that brings us up to 3,100, so can't afford the next pickaxe like an absolute amateur, but we will increase our inventory slot for 500. It's like I was part of Jeopardy. Inventory slot for 500, please. Let's get going with this. Let's get serious, guys. You know, you just don't take it serious enough. This game is not relaxing. It's all about being efficient and doing everything right, obviously. I'm glad I have a dog now. I needed a companion in these late evening game sessions. But I need emeralds for the vacuum. Now, does the vacuum in this shallow map, is it shorter? Do the upgrades not last as much, or does it not extend it as much? Guess we'll find out. Like, I'm already feeling the increased inventory slots. That's really nice. And then we'll get some iron. Is Is iron worth more than the copper? Couldn't quite remember. And what are you guys looking forward to most this spring? Are you guys going out trying something new? Are you gonna go fish? Are you gonna go swimming, camping? I myself am gonna go fish this spring in like March. Close to where I am, there's a nice river that has a run of steelhead that come by every year. And it is pretty great fishing, if I do say so myself. I'm not the best fisherman in the world, but I enjoy it, and I like to pretend that I know what I'm doing, and I'll let everyone know around me that I can tell you what's worked for me in the past, but I don't know everything that I'm talking about. But I do know how to tie all the knots, which is part of the gig. And it's part of the fun. But yeah, I'm really excited for that. Last year I caught quite a few steelhead. And where I'm at, the water gets a little too hot for them. So if you catch them and release them, they'll eventually just die there. And they're not going to survive the water temp, unfortunately. So the DNR in the area encourages you to keep them. And so I'm more than happy to do so with feeding my wife and kid with it. And it's super rewarding, but fish are an interesting thing. I don't necessarily love eating fish, but I love catching them, and I'm mostly a catch and release guy. But if I'm given the opportunity to catch a steelhead, and if I'm gonna eat a fish, it's gonna be a steelhead, because I think steelhead tastes really better than most fish, and they're hard to mess up, which is a really good thing for me. Oh, we can't afford platform sell for 0, so can't afford the extra time again. That's unfortunate, but that's okay. But yeah, steelhead tastes fantastic. But I don't like to catch and keep too many. I just like to catch them and release them. But I look forward to teaching my son how to fish. And camp. It's gonna be so fun. I love the outdoors and love caring for the animals in the area, because that's what we're supposed to do as real men. Take care of what the Lord has given us and manage it well. And it's so fun to enjoy it, and it's so peaceful out there. But the fishing and keeping what you fish and being able to feed your family with that, it's something valuable to teach a young boy, is just how to provide, and gives them, especially when they're young, gives them a taste of what that feels like, and kind of starts the high that they get that we get as men when you do what you're supposed to with your family, and in caring for them and providing for them. And it's a blessing. Let's see, what should we be focusing? We have 416 coal. I'm gonna have the quota by this stockpile, so it's a lot of amethyst. Do we have any emeralds? We have 19 emeralds on us right now. It would be really nice to get the vacuum right now, so that way I don't have to worry too much about going up and down. So I think I'm gonna get these emeralds here. And then hopefully that should be enough. So that was 22. Yeah, that's not enough. So whoever did that math in their head was an idiot. That's okay, we'll just find some more. I do want this silver. There's some more over there. Okay, let's get over there. And maybe we'll be able to give this to Tabitha. It's 27. They'll just make it so we need to give her 3 more. This is a pretty valuable run. Okay, 8, 7, 6. Like our little camper. It's pretty fun. Had to have been a pretty decent run. I mean, not the best. I didn't put in too much effort of going back and forth. Hopefully that wasn't too enraging for you guys. Can sell that for 1,600. That would be enough for the amethyst pickaxe. So I'm gonna do that and not have the extra time. But if I get the vacuum this round, I mean, I'm gonna afford the extra time next time because I'm not gonna be able to afford the gold pickaxe until next round. So it doesn't even matter. So I'll just focus on getting those emeralds and the coal quota, and then give them to Tabitha so I can get the vacuum for next round. That way I can get that 33k for the gold pickaxe, and then we can start steamrolling. I really would like to open some chests. I've been slacking. I noticed that on the last round too. On the last episode. That damage is nice. I was hardly picking up any of the chests. I don't know if it was because I was too afraid of messing up my little flow that I had, or if it was just because I was just completely inept on how to navigate the sky map. I mean, you guys let me know. I would like to re-attempt that and try to go for day 25. And it was quite ironic because that same episode earlier on, I was mentioning how easy it was to get to day 25 in pretty much every of one of the scenarios with the classes and the map type, and I only make it to day 16. But it was pretty funny, in my opinion, because it was just ironic. I proved myself wrong in that episode, and I deserved every bit of it whatsoever. Wouldn't trade it for the world. Now let's see if I can pick up those rubies. Of course I picked up coal. So I'm gonna do this load. I'm gonna try and find some emeralds and then give those to Tabitha so I can get that. So I can get that vacuum. How fast can I mine these? Pretty quickly, actually. Surprised that. Wow, that was a lot. Or I guess I should make it worth my while if I'm gonna go up there again. Do another trip. I've already hit my coal quota, so I might as well mine something that's worthwhile. And not mine myself in a hole. I didn't even look at how much the iron ore was worth. Okay, let's get out of here. And unbelievable. See, this is what I'm working with, guys. Is my lack there of skill is so inhibiting. So now we'll need amethyst. And then I'm going to get the compass this time, so that way I know where I'm going. And it's going to be so helpful, and I'm so thankful that you guys let me know where it was or how to get it. So that's a really big deal for me. 7,800, not too bad. Not even 1/3 the way there. We'll get some extra time. And then I'm tempted to just snag the jetpack just so we can have that. We're going to have the vacuum for this next round. So let's just go ahead, day 7, grab the vacuum. And we're going to do that. I would like to upgrade my player, actually. This mining speed is just so slow. Collector speed, yeah, that's okay. Can't have everything. Now when I look at the vacuum, I see on either side of where the hose connects, there's just smiley faces there. So the vacuum's just happy to be with me, and I with it. Can't remember if I told you guys that vacuuming is just one of the most satisfying things. I think I said it in my first episode. That just vacuuming was one of the chores growing up that I just did not mind doing as a kid, just because of how satisfying it is. And especially when I was growing up, because we had cats and they just shed like crazy. So when I was mining the carpet, guys. No, when I was vacuuming the carpet, I could actually see the progress, and that was way satisfying. Just like mowing the lawn. So this vacuum is super helpful. It's honestly a game changer. I thought it was not going to stretch as far, but we're able to get into the blue layer with it, and that is awesome. And I'm actually surprised I'm able to mine the blue layer this easily with this pickaxe and this early. It seems like it usually starts earlier. I feel like it takes longer to mine the blue layer. Okay, so that was it for the vacuum length. That's okay. I am tempted to get that chest right there. Halfway through the day, and do you guys think I'm gonna be able to do it? So we have the 3 little cracks there. It's growing pretty quickly. I don't think we're gonna have too much of a problem. Nice. Player sprint speed or collector speed. We're gonna go with our collector speed, because I think it's gonna be a minute before we do the collectors. This vacuum is helping out a ton. I'm just gonna go this way. It's just nice when I don't have to go back up. Saving the time to go up and down is so nice. So another thing I like to do outside is shoot my bow. I love target practicing. It is just so fun. And it's way cheaper than, say, shooting a gun, because every time you shoot a gun, you're shooting a bullet, which costs money and is a one-time use type of a thing. Whereas the bow, as long as you don't Robin Hood your arrows, you can keep going and reusing your arrows. The one thing you do have to buy eventually is a decent target. That way it doesn't go past, your arrow doesn't go through the target and go somewhere where you don't intend it to. So when you do target practicing and stuff, you just gotta make sure that nothing's behind you or behind the target ever, and just the same rules apply with guns. If you don't point your bow at something that you don't want to kill. Mining pickaxe damage. I want speed. But yeah, I just picked up the archery this past year, and it was a really bit. I had a really big blast doing it. It's just so fun, so satisfying, so peaceful. And I was able to do it with a few of my buddies. Oh yeah, definitely got the 33,000 on that one. The vacuum, man, did I do 7,000 on the previous day? And I just did 50,000 on that one? That's what I'm talking about. Sell that do the gold pickaxe. We have 22,000. With the gold pickaxe, we're going to blast through the blue layer, and we're definitely going to hit the ruby pickaxe as soon as we possibly can. Getting close to the angel wings, but I don't really want the angel wings. I just want to go straight to the hoverboard if I can. The hoverboard would have been so helpful for the sky map. It was such torture after I bought the angel wings. I complained about the angel wings, and then I immediately bought them, and then as soon as I bought them, I died. Or I lost. I could have died, I guess. I don't know. You kind of blow up if you don't hit the quota, so I guess technically you die. Right? Okay, that was mediocre at best. So I need to start looking for amethyst, which are the purple ones right there, which I cannot get yet. So I'm going to keep collecting and bringing it back. There's an amethyst. Let's look for some more. I need 40. Seems like quite a bit. It's silver there. I'm mining a bit, but I'm not picking any of it up. I feel like I just need to go back and forth a few times. I'm going to just mine closer. It's just not worth going too far over. I really just need to mine closer. That way I get pretty much all of this stuff all collected. Having the vacuum here to collect everything is way more worth than just going left and right. And I have my dog here to tell me where to go. Here's some amethyst. 3 amethyst. 17. How much do I have? 21. Probably a lot more dropped. Let me test this. That looks like a lot. That was 8 amethyst. I have 32. Yeah, so quite a few is actually dropping. So I just need to commit and then give these to Tabitha and then get a longer, get rid of that. Get a longer, I re-picked it up? Is that what happened? This is torture. So jump. Yes. So I just need to commit, give it to her, and then get that longer vacuum so then I could just go straight down into the red layer a bit more. I didn't grab any that time, so I'm just gonna go until I do. There's 32. Okay. Jump. Easy. Sprint. There's our house. And then we already have we're already full there. Yeah, the red layer has a lot of stuff. This is gonna be a really good run for us, or a really good day. Yeah, I get the silver. So the next thing we need is 40 rubies for Tabitha. She's pretty needy, isn't she? But we still love her. Man, where are the chests at, though? Golly. There goes the vacuum. See ya. Let's mine up. We're at 14,000 essentially. Coal. Not too bad. Get some more. Get some more. Just mine all this. Maybe it'll drop some. Nope. Not good enough. Not enough power. We need 100k. And we got 77. But we had 22. And we can afford the ruby pickaxe. If we sell our gold pickaxe, grab the ruby pickaxe, we're left with 11,000. And we can increase our inventory stack and slot and then go for day 9. This is going well though. I'm really happy with this. Player mining speed, yes. Look how much faster we are. That is so nice. Just want another chest. We already have our quota for the day, which was easy peasy. Get some of this silver. Now, if you guys were to be able to live in any state, what would it be? For me, I think I would love to live in Montana or Idaho, just because it's just out there, you know? I want a place where there's mountains and like a body of water, either a lake or a big river. Someplace I could fish whenever I want, or just go sit by the water and just hear all the wildlife around it, or see the wildlife and just hear the sound of rushing water, and just sounds so peaceful. Being from out west, it's just something that I miss, is the mountains. It's just so gorgeous. But at a certain point in your life, you realize that as good as the mountains and the bodies of water and everything are, it's nothing compared to your wife. Let me just get sappy there for a minute. She's the best other half there ever once was. Let's do minor damage. So yeah, there's my sap for the episode. There may be more. Just don't get too sticky, guys. Let's see. Me and a few of my buddies are going on a little camping fishing trip this spring as well. Something that we always do. We've been doing it in one of the national parks nearby, and it's got a nice river along the way, and we love going there and fishing and just spending the day just together and just have a good time catching up, not working, because a lot of us work together, and usually a lot of the times we see each other just at the office, and it's just so lame. But when we get out there, we have a really good time, and we've invited quite a few new people as we go. We invite someone new every single year, so pretty soon it's going to be like 10 dudes just camping out there, which is quite a bit, but I can't complain too much about it. It's nice just to have everyone out there and have a good time, experience the outdoorsy life, because a lot of them actually have lived pretty comfortable lives as far as not camping or fishing much in their lives, and so we've been just exposing these people to it. It's been great. One of my close friends is just about as outdoorsy as I am, and he's a little more committed to doing adventures than I am. Although when I say commit, he plans on doing the adventures, but he never does them. He loves planning and dreaming, but never does. But don't we all, though? Plan and dream, but never do. I don't think there's anything wrong with planning and dreaming. It's just when you get caught up when it doesn't pan out. A lot of people take that stuff seriously, and it's just not worth it. So we have 242,000. I'm thinking I might want to just get a collector, right? Or do I want... No, I don't want to do my inventory slots. Can't afford the diamond pickaxe. So I'm going to do one of these guys. I can even afford a lightning collector. But do I want to? Might as well. I want the whistle first, though. And sell all these. And there we go. One lightning collector. Seems kind of odd to do that, but, you know, I'm an odd dude. What can I say? Nothing's as odd as me trying to do the, more speed, yes. Trying to forego the staff on the last episode and just work with a miner. Like, how could I think that that was gonna work, you know? Sometimes I just get an idea in my head that I'm like, man, that's gotta be a good and smart thing. And then I look back after I do it or think about it. That's why late at night you don't get too caught up in what you think of and your plans, because you know, you think some really weird stuff and your emotions are whack at night. So you just wake up in the morning and you're like, did I really think that? Any of you guys deal with that? You just think in your head, man, that would be such a good idea. I feel like Michael Scott with his the tennis racket idea, him where you put it on the toilet and it catches your things when you're going to the bathroom in case it falls through. It's like it catches a whole lot of other stuff too. How much does a ruby drop on one of these? That was like 3. So our lightning collector is doing quite a bit. We have 10,000 in our inventory for the stockpile. It's gonna drop 9,000 of something. Okay, that was a lot of coal. Gonna just start doing valuables now. So a lot of gold, a lot of emerald, a lot of amethyst, sapphire, silver, anything I can grab. Look at that dog go. I love that dog. I think I'm gonna name him... Let's see. He's barking there. He's saying, hurry up, name me. I think I'm gonna name him Rock. Or The Rock. It's pretty original, guys, I know. But I do what I can with whatever brain power I got. We got 3, maybe 4 brain cells working at overspeed right now. Overclocked. What else would you have me do, you know? I mean, look at me. I said I was gonna mine valuable stuff and I'm here mining coal. It's time to do some copper, how about that? And get these emeralds, amethyst, sapphire. It's a lot of sapphire it drops. This is gonna be a good run. I need 600,000 though. Have a quarter left of the day. Smiley face vacuum. If I'm a king and I have a crown, why am I mining? That would only make sense if I'm a dwarf. Like in the Lord of the Rings series. They love their mines. I can't imagine the king dwarf not wanting to dig, because that's what dwarves are made to do, right? They're made to dig, and so you think that they would love that. So why would they give that responsibility to someone else, or that satisfaction to someone else? Maybe I'm onto something. Now the question is, was this lightning collector a good idea? I see 48,000, 49,000, 50,000 for our coal, but I don't know about our other stuff. I'm gonna send him up just so he can stockpile what he's got. So he had 4,000 coal and a couple thousand of other things. So who knows? Hopefully we can get more stuff. Okay, yeah, that was really good. 200,000? Wow. So we needed, oh, we're at 643,000. So we can definitely afford the next pickaxe. Diamond pickaxe has 200,000. That was only 30,000. So we're almost 10 times more powerful now. Yeah, that's awesome. Let's go for the next day. So I should be able to mine through this super easily. 10 times more powerful. Easily hit the quota in the first 10 seconds of the day. If only I was able to do that for my real job. I mean, if there was a quota, I guess. You kind of have like... So, we, as programmers, we have a very small team. And we're stretched super thin. And our upper management is about as brain dead as a turkey. And so when they make decisions, they make the most squirrely decisions you could ever imagine. So they decide on us to do something. So we'll have a meeting with them. We'll all agree, okay, we're going to do this. And then we'll just call it A. We get done doing A, and then we show it to them, and then they keep adding B, C, D, and E to that. So we have what's called sprints in our planning, in our work. And these sprints last, we'll say, about a month. It used to last 6 weeks, but we changed it to last a month just so we can kind of shrink the deployments that we do and make it a little bit more of a consolidation, so that when we send out updates to our users, that they know what's being updated, rather than having a paragraph, or not a paragraph, a whole novel of what's new, and they have to learn all of it. They have just little snippets that they can learn at like a little bit of a time. So I feel like that's better, but yet the upper management sneaks in these huge updates that need to happen, or these updates to the small updates that they wanted. And it just makes it so squirrely, and it gets to the point where they don't even know what's in the update, even though they're the ones that requested it. So it's, oh man, it's kind of hard to deal with. But it's just one of those things where, you know, work is work at the end of the day. And I'm doing it to provide for my family and, you know, keep a roof over our heads. And at the end of the day, you just say, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. And, you know, you're paying for my time, and I signed a contract that says, yep, I'm worth this amount of money per hour, and you know, just got to do my best, work hard, and make them happy, and my family happy, most importantly. So that's just the struggle that we all go through. We're gonna stick with joy. We're back to being jovial. I realized last episode I was being so toxic towards the employees, and I had no reason to be like that, so apologize to you guys for being so toxic. This trash can can't keep to himself all the time. What I'm thinking. Now, how easily can I mine these blocks? Doesn't look like it's very easy. Where are all the dang chests at? Okay, there's one. Getting kind of frustrated with that. Player mining pickaxe. More speed. I am so fast. Player mining damage. Yes. That's huge. Okay, the guy needs to come back, and then I'm going to send him right back. Because he has the diamonds. Okay. That wasn't a terrible day. I need 1.6 mil, I think, for the next pickaxe. And I think I got it. Yeah, pink diamond pickaxe. It's only 2.5 times better than the diamond pickaxe. Like, what's the point? And then I need 100 times that for the next one. So we're going to be on this one for a while. So I'm going to need another few collectors, perhaps. So we won't be able to afford another complete one, but we can afford 2 of those. And then we will just go with that. And then next round I'll get the hoverboard. And then I do want to focus on maybe the... Do I want to focus on the sapphires so that Tabitha can give me a longer hose? I think I might want to do that once. I mean, I already have the coal quota, so I was gonna say once I get the coal quota, I can do that, but already there. Employee. Hey, Tabitha. She's just a happy girl. Okay, that's too slow. And we'll go for minor speed there. So it seems like there's a little bit of a bug where if you open a chest while you're shooting up with the jetpack and you go out of it and you're not holding the space bar to jump, it still shoots you up as if you are. So it's a little bug, but it's not really anything serious. I guess now that we have these collectors, I can just keep going back and forth. Although it would be nice to get that chest, perhaps. What in the world? Something went janky with my keyboard there. You guys remember the John Henry song when you were kids? John Henry, John Henry, John Henry is a mighty man, born with a hammer in his hand. So good. I remember listening to that / watching the little cartoon for the first time, like in 3rd grade, I believe. It's so good. I always thought it was so sad though. I didn't want him to die. He's got a wife and kid. That's the way it'll be with AI. People will be chanting somebody else's name. Not mine. So I feel like we got a lot of materials here. So, I guess I'll just go for chests. kind of what I wanted to do. Minor damage. Just kind of going for upgrading myself and our employees. And we got that, which is no good. How well can I mine the gray layer? Seems like I'm able to do it kind of decent. Get in there. Pink diamonds, come on, man. Give me those good upgrades. There they are. I do have enough iron. I can just go talk to that guy and get a compass. Do want one before I get too lost. Just kind of keep track of the employees on where they deposit and kind of what direction they go. So they're still going way over. There's Tabitha. So I'll just chill. Shoot up. Okay, which guy was it? I think it was this guy. You must be the new coal man. That is me. Thanks for the compass. Jump. And 300k. Get into the million. 2.1 million with a $6,000 bonus. We'll take that every day. So we mined a lot, guys. We mined a lot. So I'm getting the hoverboard instantly. I am upgrading those two guys and then might as well get about 7 more and do that. Easiest money I've ever spent in my life. Well, guess there's no point in me getting, I'll get 1. Is that even worth it? I can get another one. Okay. So 2 miners. I need a whining missile. Yeah, I need a miner whistle. I need a whining missile. Player attack speed. That's what we'll call it. So we're attacking the earth. Then need to get miner speed. I need to get those rubies to Tabitha. Keep slacking on that. Some rubies right there. And okay. At least I have them on me. I just need to remember not to press E. Okay. Getting caught on everything. Well, that was something else, guys. I pressed E like an absolute dingus. I choked. I think I just need to let go of the vacuum for a bit, and then once I get access to more rubies, I'm just gonna get all 40 and then get it to Tabitha before I screw it up again. So there's some. Just need to get them before the collectors get them. Okay. Is there a way to split it? Doesn't look like it. We'll figure it out once we get there. If we get there. Get the rubies. And look for some more. Collectors still seem like they're having trouble keeping up. Maybe it's because the miners are somewhere else. That was probably it. So we have 50. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go get the new vacuum upgrade. Let's just go this way. Talk to Tabitha. Make her happy. Perfect. 50 diamonds. Okay. I could sell vacuums like this if you give me 50 diamonds. Or other different precious metals. Yeah, why not? I would also like a chest here and there, you know? But I guess that's not in the cards today. We're at 374,000 coal. We have this, which isn't that great. Definitely wouldn't be able to destroy one of those blocks, so I'm not even going to try or waste my time doing that. Now the collectors are starting to pick it up a bit. Do I have anything? Yeah, I got 11 rubies on me. Just gonna go for chests here. Search for chests while collecting a bunch of valuable stuff. Yeah, with the world of AI and might taking my job, I'm not sure we're gonna be able to go on vacation this year. We typically go somewhere around the area, maybe to like a park, a national park or a state park, and do something with that, but I'm not sure we can afford that this year. It's just the way it is sometimes. Growing up though, like I grew up quite poor. We never went on vacations anywhere. So it doesn't bother me as much as it does maybe other people. But my wife and I already have it planned out where we're going to do some staycation stuff. We're going to just visit a lot of the amenities that we have in our city. I feel like we don't do that enough. And we're going to just go see the local zoo. And then there's another like weird exotic petting zoo that's nearby. That's going to be fun. 165 mil. That's crazy. I feel like my best option is to just get more collectors and then more miners. So how much? I think I can afford 10. Get 10 miners and then 10 more collectors. The collectors were not able to keep up whatsoever. So I'm tempted to get more collectors and then maybe go for 3 more of these guys. Oh yeah, that was good math. Way to go, man. Get myself a pat on the back. Since I'm not finding any chests, I want stuff that upgrades me. Like I'm tired of mining so slow and stuff. I want to mine super fast. Player pickaxe mining speed? Yeah, like that. That's so much more satisfying. I don't want pink diamonds. How can I mine this quick enough? Nope. So let's just keep going with this. Doing our best. We're gonna be the powerhouse here. We're gonna be carrying the entire team. It is what it is, you know? Sometimes it's the minor employees that do all the work. Sometimes it's just the player. In this case, it's me. Yeah, it just does not suffice compared to the pickaxe. It's just not even close to being as good. I want upgrades, man. Quit giving me these ore and diamonds and stuff. I mean, what? It's gonna get me up to like 5k? That's not much. That's not enough. Do minor damage. We do need the diamonds, so it would have been nice if we got the filter for our ores and stuff. That way I can only pick up diamonds and then hand them to Tabitha. Say, here's 50 diamonds worth approximately $2.7 million American. Give me out of that. This is a good little spot though. It's got lots of good ore that's worth a bit, and then the diamonds there. Pleased with that. can I destroy a coal block pretty easily? It looks like it's... Yep, that's not bad. That wasn't bad at all. Now when I play this game, I think about Mr. Sir from the movie Holes with Shia LaBeouf, where he says, digging's good for you. Builds character. That's what I think of. I'm building lots of character during this series. Lots and lots of character. It was actually a really good movie. I watched it recently with my wife. Maybe tail end of the summer, maybe? So good. One of Shiloh's best movies. Player mining speed. I wasn't the biggest fan of the Transformers series that he did. I mean, the first one was probably the best in my opinion. And then the others, they just kept getting a little bit more weird. And then they started changing up the characters, and then it's like, it's just not worth it. Don't. PTSD. Don't want to even look at another wand. Okay, that direction didn't have hardly any chests. I'm going to take this and I'm going to go the other direction. Let's go this way. Let's get some of those. Why not? So you have 1.65 million. Here's a chest. Player sprint speed, minor damage. Oh, that's not good enough, man. And I didn't even blow the whistle for the miners, dude. What are you doing? 11 million. Okay, we doubled how much money we got that time, but we're still a long ways away. We have 16. Yeah, we're 1/16 the way there. So the collectors were keeping up with us. I'm gonna get the filter, and then I'm going to just get more of the miners. Just gonna do it 10 million, not 10 million, 10 at a time, just so I don't screw it up. And then I'm gonna do 10 more of the collectors. Collectors were fine, but can't be too careful. And can I do one more? I mean, with one left over, that's not too bad. And let's actually grab the vacuum and just go straight down and get a chest real quick and have it be a pink diamond. Yes. I was being sarcastic. Day 15 though, that kind of went by pretty quickly. Player mining, pickaxe speed, yes. I can already feel it. It's so good. We need more. We need to be like a windmill where we're just going so fast. Okay, it heard me. Heart of the cards. Heart of the cards. This is starting to get to more of my type of a game. Or my type of a run, I suppose. I need more. Please. Although I should probably turn on the filter for the diamonds. That would probably be really helpful. So that vacuum went away at like 109 meters. I am going to deposit that and then turn on the filter for, okay, turning it on prevents it. So you can do everything but diamonds. In pink diamonds, why not? So now Gonna go back at it. Gonna drop everything except for the diamonds. More speed or damage, please. Pink diamonds. Just have to pick up the diamonds before the collectors do. Okay, pickaxe damage for the player. Don't mind if I do. None of these are good, so we're going to take the money and run. Okay, we got the diamonds on that one. Thank goodness. Minor damage for myself. What does it look like mining coal? That's not too bad. Looked like it took a couple of collectors to... Yeah, it is. Oh wait, I can mine one of these diamond blocks pretty easily, I suppose. 64. Oh, that's enough. Yeah. So we're halfway through the day. I'm just gonna go up. Having an even longer... That's crap. Having an even longer vacuum is gonna be so helpful. I don't even know how deep I can go now. What did I just... Guys. That was so dumb. I don't know even... My brain, guys. It's gone. It left. I got the diamonds. I saw the stockpile and I was like, yes, I need to deposit all these diamonds. Okay. Don't even look at it. Don't even look at it. Okay, I did all of her tasks. So now she won't talk to me anymore. She's ghosting me. And we'll just start going for the more valuable items. And then hopefully we can afford something this next round. We're at 3 million coal. And we need 160 or so million. I don't know if we're going to be able to afford anything this next round. It's just kind of hope/cope. But I do like those chests. 1 diamond. Thanks. Really needed that. It's not that bad though. Can I get this other chest? Oh baby. Mining speed. Yes. Any upgrade for myself I can get, I'm so happy about. 28 mil. Yeah, jumping. Winner. Easy peasy. Mr. Smiley. Endless mode though. Equipment, we were 140 mil away. So let's do 20. Let's do 20 at a time until we lose our mind. Let's not do 20. Let's do 40. 40 more collectors. And then we'll do 40 more of the miners. And then 40 more of the miners. I feel like these types of miners are just so trash that we need way more of them compared to the collectors. So let's just go on with this day. We have the super duper extra powerful vacuum now. Doing player pickaxe stuff. And please don't. Not now with the wizard staff. Player mining speed. Our player mining speed is pretty good. I'm doing a lot better now. We're getting a lot of valuable stuff at the same time. So we still have our filters on, so we're not picking up everything. And that helps us out quite a bit to where our collectors are actually picking up everything that we're dropping. Please don't. Player climb speed. Why not? You know? Because when is the next time we're going to climb something? When we're on a hoverboard, right? We'll just go this way. We'll go back to the main group and then go the other direction, see if there's any more chests we can find. We're at 800,000 of the coal quota. These guys should be... Oh, they're gonna break through this. That would be kind of nice. Only if it's not a ore, like a single pink diamond. Minor damage, minor speed. We'll do minor speed. Can't remember if I have any upgrades on the miner or not. No, that was a big upgrade for them. Over doubled their speed. Mining pickaxe. That's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, we're starting to get pretty speedy with our pickaxe. Now, who mines faster, me or our miners? And I would have to say it's probably our miners because or I should say they drop down and hit everything down below. And so our collectors are just gonna be super busy from now on. I don't want anything like that, please. Let's go for sprint speed. Get those guys on there. Super satisfying game. Player pickaxe speed. What do I have? Like 100 miners now? So that's not too bad. I mean, this is working a lot better than I expected. We're at 3.7 mil. I don't even know if they being our collectors have even dented the, oh yeah, have dented this supply yet. They are somewhat on their way to doing it. So it's not bad. It just shocks me that I've been mining this far and we're only at 4 million for the coal, at least. Gonna be far more for the other items, but this is gonna be a good day. How much damage does this do? That was pretty good. I'll just stick in this layer for now. And then at 15 seconds left, I'll send the guys up. At least they grabbed the valuable stuff. Okay, go up. $4.6 mil. It's like a 30 mil day, 38 mil. Still not even close, guys. Not even close. It's gonna be huge once we finally get that, though. So let's double our collectors and miners. Well, we can't afford 50. So we can do we'll do 30 just in case. Okay, yeah. So we're probably going to mine a lot more than we're going to collect. But if we have the vacuum and I do it straight down, it should be fine. Do collector capacity. Just mine. I still want to go for these chests here. Chests can only help. But what would happen if I just left the vacuum right there. Just so that they can, or it will collect all of the things that they drop so that the collectors can spend more time with me. I am still running into these blocks, so I'm not moving fast enough. We'll see how that goes. Wasn't really that significant of damage because I was just mostly hitting the red layer. But we did clip some of the black layer, so let's see if we can just chip away at this. We're at 3.2 mil for the coal, and we're about a third the way done through the day. I wonder how fast you can get your mining speed up to. Is there like a cap? Do the miner speed? Oh, side by side, that's what I'm talking about. Miner damage and a staff of just depression. Player miner damage, okay. 20%, that brings us up a bit. Miner damage again. What is up with these staffs, man? It's just the game loves to just bring it up all the time. It's like a poor relationship. Minor damage. And collector speed. Got a lot of stuff on the ground. Where are our collectors at? I saw diamonds. Give me the money. You know what I don't understand? I don't understand the games like the banana game. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I understand it's like a collector thing and it's like they were the first to do it and it was like a scarcity type of a thing, but you know, it doesn't make any sense. Why would anyone want to play that? Or even, they're not really playing it, they're just leaving it on their screen to mine, essentially. It just doesn't make sense to me. Not a fun thing to do. But I guess you could argue it's like playing cards in a way. So if one of you guys plays that and can explain to me why it's fun, please. I oblige and help me understand because it just doesn't make any sense to me. We got 11 mil in gold, 51 mil. So we're starting to get somewhere, but that somewhere is 1/3 the way there rather than 1/16. So that's progress. We'll take that. Last time I did 40 mil. Or 40? 200. And that costs 30 mil at the end there. Let's do 100 for our collectors. That wasn't so bad. And then we'll just top it off with those guys. And then I'll look at the bonuses. Let's do none of that and get going. And we'll just do the same thing where we just go straight down from the line so that our collectors and vacuum can synergize here. Already hit our coal quota. So I've got a feeling doubling that was very helpful. I do want to go along with this, just so I can maximize the efficiency of this. They're not going to do much if they're mining the green layer, because I don't know if they can do much damage to it right now. See, we're already at 7 mil, and we're not even 1/4 the way there. Through the day, that is. But if we can get access to this chest and start upgrading more of ourselves and the miners, it'll just snowball at that point. But it doesn't look like we're doing much damage. Okay, it looks like we're about to hit one corner. I think the collector capacity is the way to go. Let's head down here so we can get some pink diamonds. The more valuable stuff, the better. Said every miner whatsoever. We didn't get that pink diamond yet? Okay, there it is. These miners just don't seem that good at all compared to the other ones. Really makes me miss the other ones. But we only have 400 of them, I guess. So I suppose we can't expect too much out of them. Player mining speed, though. Absolutely. So halfway through, we're at 18 million. We should be able to... I think this might be the one where we get to the 60 mil or 160 million. So we can get the spinal pickaxe. The spinal pickaxe, I think, is 100 times more powerful than my current pickaxe, so I think it's going to help us blast through the green layer. And then I'm going to open all the green layer chests, and they're going to do the player pickaxe upgrades so that we can mine through that super quickly, so that then we can get enough money to upgrade our miners and get more of them. I guess we can go for this new ore. How long is that going to take us to mine? Since it took us a little bit to mine the ink diamonds. $26 mil for the coal. Just going to do the whistle so that they go and deposit all that they have. Not a whole lot though. How many of you guys have been to Hawaii? Been to Hawaii once in my life. It was then a trip that I had the pleasure of going to. I was in sports in college and we had a training trip there, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of good fun. We were there for 3 weeks and it was all expense paid essentially. Other than the fact that we were paying for college. So essentially we paid for the trip and we're overpriced, but still a good trip, and had our team there and just had good camaraderie, and it was a lot of fun. A really good experience. Really enjoyed the sights. We stayed on the Big Island and it was awesome. 641 million. So we jumped up significantly. We went from 50 to 640. So we are going to get the spinal pickaxe immediately. And then we're going to put it in its spot. Employees, we're going to go for 500. Because we're just going to try doubling. We should be able to double every time. And we can even do it again. I'm gonna get 500 of these guys. We're doing about 50, so let's do 1,000. That gets us down to 70. And then let's do another maybe 250. No, we'll do 200. Just because I'm paranoid. Yeah, that should get us there for this one. So we almost have 2,000. Let's just do 5 for fun. That way we have an even 2,000. That's what I'm talking about. Now we're feeling good. Started day 19. We're going to get there, guys. And we have the spinal pickaxe, and we're absolutely blasting. Okay, we're getting into the green layer decently. I don't know about these chocolate blocks, though. And here come our miners. And that was it. Player mining pickaxe damage. Okay, 180%. That was really good for us. Blast through this. I didn't even get to see what the next pickaxe was and how expensive it was. So if that one was 165 million, the next one's probably the E to the 11 or 12. Probably 1.6 because they're all 1.6 something. We'll do speed. I'm all about the speed. Yes. Speed feels so good. Still doesn't seem fast enough though. Mining damage. I think there's a good mixture between damage and the speed. Then you just gotta figure out what it is. Sprint speed. Mining speed. Mining speed. Super fast. I can't control it. And I can mine through the green layer pretty easily. Super fast now. Employee miner speed. Yeah, our collectors can't really keep up with that. I mean, that's good for us so that we can know that they are constantly working. We'll do the collector speed so that they speed up. And they can get more stuff. Player miner speed. Yeah, how fast can we actually go with this? You guys know if there is a cap? Or if there's a point in which it doesn't really do much? Could I mine the... What layer is this? Brown? Not doing a whole lot to this. Oh, it cracked again. Stand by. Might as well just keep going with this. I don't even know if this is worth it, to be honest. I guess that one coal block, they just came and couldn't even fill it out. Might be too far to make it worthwhile, actually. Oh, if I can get this, that would be so nice. Oh yeah, mining speed or mining damage? We'll go for the mining speed. See if it actually does something for us. Go, guys, go! Oh, we got 1 billion. 3.5 billion. We definitely need more collectors. Let's go for 2,000. So that was 200 million. Maybe we'll do 10,000. And then we'll do 10,000 of the miners. See if that does something. So we had 132 left. That wasn't that bad. And I didn't look at the... Whoa, we're super fast. Super fast. Yeah. I didn't look at the price of the new or the next pickaxe, so we're just gonna have to wait until next round. That's alright. So what kind of music do you guys like? current moment, I'm kind of in a kick of the kind of like indie, copyright free. That's key. Music that just random people have made throughout YouTube. Some people are just very talented. I'm very impressed with these guys and how they can just come up with these beats in their head. And I'm sure some of it is resemblant of another song, but still being able to create something else is, something that I haven't done. So I don't know what goes into it, and I would like to someday create something very simple, kind of just like how I'm doing with a game. That way you can just kind of get your toes wet and then create something that's a little bit better and more in depth later on. It's just really impressive. But I like the music that doesn't really have many vocals. I like a good beat and tempo and not many vocals, because a lot of words in songs nowadays is just crap and doesn't mean anything but trash, so it doesn't really appeal to me. It doesn't apply to me. It's like when I'm watching YouTube and I get the ads for like Kate Spade or something, like a purse. The stuff I watch on YouTube is like outdoorsy stuff or some video game. Some people who play video games. Like, how does Kate Spade apply to that, My wife doesn't hardly watch YouTube without me on our TV, which is where we get most of our ads from. So it's like, I don't understand how they're doing that or how they're getting that. Showing me a purse commercial would be a good idea. Maybe they're just milking Kate Spade for the money and just showing it to everybody, even if they're not their target audience. I don't care much for purses myself. I'm not a purse guy. Or am I? No, definitely not. Get in there. Mining speed, yes. Now how much faster would it be if I did this? Not much faster at all. Man, they're struggling getting through the gray layer. I'm surprised. Or the green layer, I should say. So it is up to me to get through the green layer. That's crazy. I can do that, no problem. We're at 2 billion for a coal quota. Okay, there's a chest. Miner speed. Like, how many miners am I equivalent to right now? So each swing that I do does 50 million damage, I'm pretty sure. And who knows how many times I'm swinging per second at this point. It just shows us a percentage. It doesn't show us a swings per second, which may be a good update if you ever decide to, if the owner ever decides to do that. But it's okay if he doesn't. It just would be nice, I suppose. Everybody go. 3 billion, 3 billion, 3 billion, 2 billion. We're starting to see. I almost thought that was E to the 116. I was like, what did I collect? Yeah, keep dreaming. Okay, let's look at how much the next one costs. So it's a uranium pickaxe for 12G. We almost got to 11. Now, okay. How many can we do? Can we do 10,000? That was pretty easy. 10,000 hardly puts a dent in there. So let's do 50,000. of each. And that hardly does anything as well. So then we'll do 150,000. That does a lot more. Yeah, let's get more. See, I'm fighting the collectors versus the miners because I'm so used to the other miners that are actually good to where you can get away with having less miners to the collectors, but we can't have that in this case because these guys suck. Okay, that was a big miscalculation, but that's okay. Let's just keep going. Straight down we go. Into the green lair. And then we'll get mortar gun. Yes. So I wanted to upgrade myself a lot more so that I'm actually doing the bulk of the damage and then I'm actually able to collect everything that we need, so I hire less miners. Just to get a taste of what the later challenges are going to be like. And to save my computer from lagging out because of the frame drops that's going to happen later on. But, you know, I don't think we can get away with that just solely in this part. I'd love to hope, though. Miner damage. What are we at right now? Mining speed, 1,000. Mining damage, 1,200. So it does do something, that 180 or so bonus that I get. Yeah, 180% speed. But does it actually make that much of a difference? Get the diamonds. Whatever those are. At least our collectors are super fast. So we just collected 1 to the 10 coal. I think we might be able to get to the 12, 1.65 to the 12 for the uranium pickaxe this round. As long as we play our cards correctly, I think we can do it. Get that stuff. Emeralds. Love emeralds in real life. They're so gorgeous. And here we go. Going down a skinny row here. How many of you guys would go down the submarine thing into like the deepest trench in the world? I think that would be the just scariest thing. I would never want to be trapped in like a submarine, or especially the type of little submarine tank thing that they go down into for the trench off of Japan. That's the deepest part of the ocean. Yes, quite a few people have died going down there, and it's just, you know, I like the wide open space here, and I would hate to die to being crushed by water from the pressure and stuff. That's just a weird concept. How water pressure works is insane. Just the fact that, like, the deeper you go, the more pressure you feel on your head because of the amount of water that's over you. Like, that's so weird. Yeah. It's a weird thing, a weird concept to think of, but I guess it makes sense if you think about it longer than 10 seconds. But yeah, you would never catch me in one of those containers going down there. 10,000 meters under the sea. I've seen the movie 10,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I don't need to see it in real life. Getting lots of miner speed though. We'll do... Golly, that one's useless. 98,000 cash. That's nothing. Whatever. They're just trolling at this point. Can we get another chest? Mining damage, yes. That was a pretty good day. We pretty much got everything to the 10. I mean, we'll be in the 11s for sure, yeah. Not quite where I'd want to be, but that's still not that bad. And we're gonna start day 22, then 3, 4, 5. So we have 4 more days to go through until we beat this one. So I think we're gonna be able to do it, guys. So I had to take a little break. I was playing up until about 1:30 a.m. and it was just getting a little bit too much. So I had to take a little break. But last round was a good one. And now we are back at it. So we have 3.6 E to the 11. So we have 300,000. Let's go with 200,000 and see if that creates a little bit of a dent in our money. So not even close. So let's go for 1 million. And then we'll see what that does. That was a good amount. So we should be able to do the same amount for our collectors with 8,000 or so left over, which isn't too bad. We're going for the uranium pickaxe with 1.65 E to the 12. So we'll see if we can do that today, starting day 22. Grab the vacuum and let's get going. So we have collector speed. It's going to be important in this. And miner damage is going to be important as well. So I'm really glad the vacuum stretches as far as it does with the upgrades. I was really worried it was going to be something really strange where the vacuum was just shorter in the shallow map, but I'm really happy it's not. Because it's been helping us out a ton. I think we'd be fine without it with our collectors. But I feel like it's doing something. I really want to get into the next layer's chests, and I think the only way we're going to do that is by using our miners. Let's hit up some of these chests. Do miner damage. I'm just too fast. Oh yeah. Player sprint speed, we don't really want that. Pretty much all of these are useless, so, and so is the money. So I don't even know if it's worth getting that. So I have been working on my game. I started in Unity. I know one of you suggested to use Godot, and I couldn't agree more getting started with Godot if you do plan on going into game development. But I think because I have the most comfortability with my C# abilities, since Unity uses C# as their main programming language, it just makes things a lot easier for me, because Godot uses like a weird hybrid between its own little thing and Python. But the ability to expand on it ourselves and add the tools that we need in it, yeah, that's going to be helpful later on. So I'm just using Unity now to help me get started and learn some good game design. And then from there, I'm going to branch into Godot, especially once I do my next game that I plan on doing, which has to do with, it's based on a board game, but I'm putting my own spins and twists into it. And it's going to be multiplayer, so it's going to be the first multiplayer game that I'm playing, and it's not going to be fast-paced or anything. It's just going to be pretty chill, but with some elements of funny gameplay. It's going to be 2D still, but it's going to be like a top-down view like Stardew Valley. I like the art in Stardew Valley, but we're not going to do the same gameplay. It's going to be, the gameplay loop is going to be pretty good, I believe, and trying to make it so that the spin that I have on it doesn't ruin the game itself, but just adds another element of like enjoyment and laughter that you can have with your friends. But I don't know if I'm going to sell it or not. I'm probably just going to put it on Steam for free or something like that, because it's technically going to be a gift for my in-law. And then I don't even know if when I get done with it and when I release it, if that's going to be the final art. I'm going to have base art, and then she's an artist and she loves adding things like that to games. Like she makes her own icons for her phone and stuff. And then has done a whole bunch of stuff in Minecraft, I suppose, with designing different item packs and stuff. So it'll be fun to see what she comes up with, because she's a much better artist than I am. Mine's just going to be a bare minimum. If not, I'll just yoink free assets from Unity's store or anywhere else I can get it. But I really look forward to that project. That's going to be really fun. Pretty much getting started, I'm going to be putting these games out for free. 10, 11, 11, 10, 11. I don't think we made it, guys. We needed 1.6, so we're going to have to wait another round. So would it be worth it to get more miners? I think it would. Let's do 1.5. Doubling our miners there. Let's double the collectors as well. And we still have quite a few. Yeah, I'm going to do that again. We need more not collectors. We need more miners than we need collectors. Okay, that's probably good for now. I feel pretty good about that. So I'm pretty excited about this idea and my first game. My first game's going to be free, and it's going to be just like a simple 2D shooter. Just to learn more about how Unity works and how it connects together. So I feel like that's part of the problem. I started working in Unreal just very briefly, but it just got super confusing because of all of the settings that you need and how you have to do everything very particular. And Unreal is fantastic and all, but it just way crowded with a bunch of settings and stuff and what you need to know. And if you don't know it, then you're gonna have a problem, like me. So that's why partially I'm starting with Unity as well. What are you guys' thoughts on the games that are coming out? I gotta admit, like, the game showcase in November was not that great. very unimpressive. I feel like we're gonna have a surge in indie game devs that are gonna surpass a lot of the corporate devs, and it's for that reason is a lot of these corporate companies are focusing on things that don't matter, and to the gamers at least, and it doesn't really help out anyone. It doesn't enhance the experience, I should say. And so it just creates a terrible game. And if they have all those resources invested, they have the potential to make some fantastic games. But yet they choose to not, for the name of whatever. And so it just gets so frustrating. And it's part of the reason why I'm doing game dev, is because I enjoy video games and I want to play games that, you know, I like. And I feel like with my programming experience, I love programming and I find programming fun. And so with that being said, I would have a lot of fun also creating the game. So I think it's going to be a win-win-win, in my opinion. Because not only will I create games that I enjoy, but I'll be able to build them and enjoy building them and listen to feedback from the community. It's another thing that these companies have forgotten about, was its own community. They don't listen to the complaints, and I understand you can't accommodate everybody, but still, you gotta take the criticism to account and be able to take it and see, okay, let's figure out what we're doing wrong or what we're doing different or how we can be different and go from there, because they're just wasting everybody's time at this point. This is much better. I don't know why we didn't do this from the beginning. Yeah, we were missing out. Let's keep getting the chests. Oh yeah, this is so much better. Pink diamond minigun. Yep. Does absolutely nothing. Just keep going. I got a mission though. I mentioned all the movies I enjoy last time. A movie I still enjoy is Finding Nemo. Might be a hot take or not, but the first one. Second one is also okay, but it doesn't beat the original. That was one of my favorite movies when I was growing up. It is just so good. And I grew up swimming as well, competitively, and so just keep swimming resonated with me, especially since I was a distance swimmer, so I was swimming like the mile and 1,000-yard freestyle, so I'm just in the water, just killing myself essentially in the name of glory, but a farce glory. That was a good round, guys, or at least I think it was, and we just barely made it. That's what I'm talking about. Let's pick up that uranium pickaxe, bend or sell that thing, put it where it belongs, next to me. Then we'll see if we can get that. Yep. Let's see. Let's do 1 million more collectors. Okay, that's not bad. We can deal with that. Day 24. Our computer's still holding up, guys. So as long as it's still okay. Oh, we just blew through the purple layer and the orange layer. So it's going to be all up to us, I guess. we'll get... Goodness gracious, those upgrades suck. I wish you could banish the upgrades like you can in Megabonk. And again, money. Now, what's the valuable ore in this level? Yeah, we're already at 8, 9. This is so trash. Now, can you guys tell me if the drill or mortars are worth it in this game? I've tested a little bit with the mortars, but it just seems like they lag out my game even more, so it's just, I don't even know if that's worth it. More pickaxe damage for us, absolutely. Just want to make sure I don't pick up any of this stuff, because it could be very valuable. Collector capacity. So is that uranium that I'm picking up? Sure looks like it. I don't even know if I do that much damage to the next layer or not. We got stacks and stacks of diamonds though. Look at that. Diamonds are a weird thing, guys. Like in real life. I remember when I bought my wife's engagement ring. And I just remember I bought it about like a month or two before I proposed. I just remember having it open constantly, looking at it in the sun. Just having it by me when I work from home. So thankfully, you know, my wife and I did not live together before we were married. She was blessed to have her parents nearby, and so just it was a very important thing to us having that. It made it to where our wedding night was even more special. So I highly recommend doing that if you get engaged. Is don't rush to move in, because the wedding night is just way more special when you hold off. But yeah, I used to have the ring near me constantly, and then I would put it in the sun and just watch the light just shimmer off of it and then reflect onto the wall. It was like a galaxy of stars just getting shot onto the wall. We'll go with the player mining speed again. Seems like we are the ones that are collecting the most stuff. We're at 12. The next layer up is 17, I'm pretty sure. So I don't know how to feel about that. Keep going with mining speed for the player. Is it faster for me to do this, or is it faster for me to get the collectors? Yeah, the collectors are just not even close to being comparable. We'll just go with capacity. So helpful. Miner speed. Just keep mining. Can I break one of these blocks yet? Yeah, it's taking a bit though. It's not really worth it, I don't know. Kind of did a lot this round. So I'll just do this. I'll just keep letting them come back and forth because they seem to be doing just fine. Send them back. I send it back. 13. We're seeing 13s, guys. This is a good sign. 4.68 to the 14. That's pretty good. Let's first thing first get the rest of those guys in there. Our miners are slacking quite a bit. I want to get another 2 million of our collectors. So that hardly budged anything. So what if we get 20 million? That's e to the 10, 11, and then 12. So we can afford way more. Let's do 100, not a billion. So that was to the 13. Man, we can afford a lot, guys. When did we get this money? Said the government. 200 million. I was actually surprised I did that so quickly. So we're increasing our mining power significantly. I'm going to do 400 and do it the least good way. So we have 200 million of those, 200 million of those. Let's put it up to 500 million and then just go for these guys. We're at 700 and then we'll just fill up here. And I think with that, we're going to start day 25. I feel good about that. Miner pickaxe damage. I wonder if our miners can now do a good job with this layer. Okay, they're coming down. Like our uranium. That's pretty fun. And then they slowed down in the purple layer. So they crushed the orange layer. They slowed down in the purple. They're still destroying some of them, I think. Unless I'm accidentally touching some of them. But I had an inventory full of pink diamonds. One of the guys you talked to up on the surface wants pink diamonds. What do... I never actually read what they're gonna give me if I do that. It's a new ore there. But there's no way I'm able to mine that. Can't remember how far down I went in the other game where it was lagging out too bad. I don't know what this game even requires for specs, especially when you get so far into it. I just have a regular 4070, and so I would think I've pretty much been able to handle just about any game thus far. But I haven't played anything too crazy. Most of the games I play are already like fairly poor graphics like this, and then but it's on purpose, of course, but it still looks good. But those realistic ones are, I have not played a lot of those, like the Cyberpunk, or have not done modded Minecraft. I would love to do that. It's the most recent YouTube video of a guy playing modded Minecraft, and he's adding so many realistic mods to it, and it looks gorgeous. But I couldn't imagine what that was doing to his computer. That poor computer of his. But yeah, it's so crazy how the simplest things in games can change the entirety of the gameplay. Like I even saw how when you kill the mobs and stuff, like a zombie for example, it would cause the zombie to go to like ragdoll instead of just disappearing or falling over, disappearing. All right, let's see what's in this. We got the employee capacity. Feeling pretty good about this round. Get this gold maybe? Let's cope. We're coping. We'll just keep doing the pink layer and then we will get these upgrades whenever we can. I don't know if I'm mining faster or not. Keep getting the faster mining upgrades, but I don't know if it's helping at all. But yeah, I'd really like to play a modded Minecraft. I love the realism in some of the most recent mods. But yeah, let's get this uranium. Absolutely blast through that block. It's safe to say our collectors are fast enough. Do minor damage. Is it better if I just do this? I don't know if I'm getting all of the valuable stuff or not. Minor damage. Player damage. Collector speed. We need more speed. So this is going to wrap up day 25, and we haven't really been lagging too much. So I am tempted to keep going. Maybe do another day or two. I don't want the videos to be too long to where it gets to the point where it's too unenjoyable. Lots of 14s. We're going to get into the 15 here. 315. What have you done? Yeah, we understand that. So let's get 5 billion. And then we'll get some of the collectors. So that's a huge upgrade. Massive upgrade. So let's go with that, and then we'll see how close we get to the moonstone pickaxe, and then based on that, we'll see if we'll keep going or not. Because I don't want to drag this on if it's going to take us too long to do it. Because then we can move on to the next challenge. Okay, now the miners are mining the purple layer pretty easily. Can I mine coal? Looks like it's breaking pretty nicely. We're able to get it easily. But it's too slow. I don't know if it's worth it. Because I'm just mining coal, whereas this allows me to mine all the valuable stuff. Just keep going with the player speed. And damage. Minor damage. Just keep going up and down. Minor player damage. One of my buddies played a mod pack for Minecraft where you guys probably know the name of it, but where everything's like computerized, so you can create computers in the game and then you can store the items in the computer. So instead of having chests, you have like data storage. which is a really sweet concept. I think that's awesome. I think that was one of the best things the creators of Minecraft did, was make it so it was able to be modded easily. And I mean, that's what makes pretty much any game successful, is people love to put their own stuff into games and create for it, and it adds variety to the game. So it's like Black Ops 3 for zombies, how they added the mod tools for that, and that you can create your own maps and everything. And I mean, in my own opinion, could be a hot take, Black Ops 3 for that reason is one of the better games and the longest lasting for zombies. It's just such a good game. Then Noah J also doing his little tournaments also keeps it alive, which I'm thankful for. This content's pretty decent. So we're at 3.2E. How can we be so low? Is it because they haven't... Okay, so we're at 3 to the 14. So it's just because the collectors haven't collected enough to return. So I need to remember to do that when it's time. Were our miners able to break this layer? It doesn't look like it. There's the lag. We'll just do this until we can... Yeah, I can break that pretty easily. Guess our miners have a hard time with that still. We'll go collect some chests. Yeah, we're able to do that real nicely. So I guess the time in which they will be able to is when they can match my speed and my damage, which means just getting more. But we'll see how this round goes, and based on that, we'll see if it's worth it to go until we get the moonstone. Grab that. Grab a chest. And then maybe some coal. Actually, I need to get those guys back. Okay, that was good. Doubled our numbers at the end there. Our numbles. Doubled our numbles. That's a weird word. We're at 4.9 to the 15. I don't think we're gonna get to 17 in a timely manner, so I think that might be it for this video. So thanks a lot for joining us. If you made it this far, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment on how trash I am. Just thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a good one. Peace.